All right, welcome. Okay, so we are going to be talking about Nollywood actor edochie, Judy Austin, and the whole saga going on. Okay, welcome to Entertainment Daily with. Okay, I'm your host, Octavia Cora. That being said, let's dive right in. But before we get right in, if you know the story already, pardon us because we have to give a backstory before we get into it because some persons might not know who these persons are. That being said, let's give a little of a backstory before we get right into the story. All right, so Yul Edochie is a Nollywood actor and he has been for a while now. His family, his father, his brother is also an actor. So, of course, they are respected in their country, Nigeria. And Yul Edochie is a young man that has been married for 17 years and he is always like on his wife's birthday when something good or something that he wants to, when he talks about his life, he always talks about his wife and he has been bragging, should we call it bragging or talking about her. He had a lot of good things to say over the years about his wife, May Edochie, and they've been married for 17 good years. Their first daughter is about 17 to 18 years. So I think when they got married is when they had their first child. So fast forward, he did some playing and got another lady pregnant, and because of their culture, he's from the eastern part of Nigeria and he is an Igbo man, and the Igbo culture states that if you have a child out of wedlock, if you don't marry the lady or at least pay the bride price, the dowry of the lady, the child belongs to the woman's family. You as a man cannot lay claim. So I believe because of that tradition, he went ahead and did what he had to do for his side chick. That's what we're going to call her. And now she is now so officially his wife. Let's put it that way because he has done the right things. That's not the problem. Okay, the fact that he offended his wife is not the only problem, but the fact that he came online and was bragging about it. Remember, he didn't have any um, plans to explain to the world, but it was a blogger called Gist Lover that actually outed him and said what he did before he finally, said what he accepted it. But that being said, let's quickly fast forward. So we're sitting outside, so I'm being a bit distracted. A lot is going on, but we have to do the story. All right. So that being said, fast forward, Yul posted a whole lot taunting his wife. That's his first wife. Meanwhile, she said she is not interested in polygamy or anything of sort. But he kept taunting her. At about last month, Yul Edochie lost his first son. According to the story, the boy was playing football with his friends, and that's where he collapsed and they rushed him to the hospital and he passed. Young boy, he was about 16 or 15, 16 years old, thereabout. And the whole social media, the fans of May, that's his first wife, were all, sympathizing with them and everything. Fast forward, few days ago, Yul Edochie took to his Facebook to post. First of all, he posted the a photo of him and his son that passed and confirmed the story because initially blogs were talking about it. None of the family member had confirmed it. But then he posted and confirmed the story that yes, in fact, it is true. That did happen. So yeah, people were like, okay, now we know it is a confirmed story. More blogs, newspaper and all of that carried the story. Okay, fast forward from that time, few days ago, he also posted thanking his fans, loved ones that, for support, people that send condolence messages and all of that. But mind you, up until this moment, the mother of the boy, that's May, his first wife, May Edochie, has not posted anything up until now. She has not said a word, no post on her social media, her Facebook, Instagram, name it, nothing. So this lady is still grieving. Fast forward, 2 days ago, or about yesterday, Yul Edochie posted a video of his second wife, Judy Austin, and he captioned it. Before I tell you what is on that video, let's talk about the caption. He captioned it as Judy Austin finally Judy Austin breaks silence and finally tells her story, something along that line. So I think he captioned it that way because he wants a lot of people to click in so they can make some coin. People will want to brag. People might want to defend. I say brag. Sorry. People might want to defend Yule and say no, I don't think it was for that. But that's exactly what it was. Yule Edochie and Judy Austin is doing everything they can to cash out. But let's keep going before we give our own 2 cents. So yes, he posted that with that caption, and on the video, when you click on that video, like I said, the caption alone is something that will make you want to click, because if you just say Judy Austin is celebrating something, I don't think a lot of people want to click. So a lot of people clicked, wanted to hear what is it she has to say. Your family just lost a child, like your husband. And it's even more shocking that this post is not posted on Judy Austin's profile, but it is posted on Yul Edochie's verified YouTube channel and Facebook, and I think on his Instagram. Okay, so you cannot even say maybe this is a fake page. Of no, it is verified with a blue tick, so that is the official page of this person. So he went ahead and posted that, and on this video, when you click on it, you will hear her singing, I have a very big God who is always by my side. And she sang a lot of praise song, praising God and saying God loves her. She doesn't think that God loves anybody the way he loves her. First of all, God loves everybody. He created the whole world, heaven and earth, so God loves everybody. But looking at what Judy is doing, do you really think, and if you come across this video, leave us a comment. Let's keep this conversational, let's keep talking, let's keep sharing our opinion and all of that. So do you really think that Judy Austin should have posted something like this when she knew fully well that her family is still grieving? Your husband lost the first child of your family. Now, this new family, because she was once married, she has other children, but we're talking about her family now because she's the second wife of Yul Edochie. Do you think she should be singing I have a very big God when the first wife is still mourning? The first wife is yet to even make a post. I feel like give it. Nobody's telling you how long you should mourn, but even people on social media, some people are still very touched that they've not even been able to make a post or say something about this family, and to think that it directs people that are affected. I know we will not say she's affected in any way because it's her husband, and I don't think she likes the first wife anyway. If she has any conscience, she wouldn't have even done what she did. But fast forward to what's happening now. Let's not even start going back. Do you really think that Judy Austin should have made that post? Do you think it makes her look good? Because the internet has been dragging you for so long, and this has been happening. Do you think the right thing to do is to come out with this type of post and all of that? If you ask me, I don't think so. Because talking about God loves me more than any other person, God loves everybody to begin with. So you cannot say God loves you more than the way he loves everybody, because it makes it look like, oh, God loves you because you just had your own child and the first wife lost her own child. So that simply means God does not love your husband and God does not love his first wife. Hence, that tragedy happened in their family. Sometimes people need to put other people in, you have to try to put yourself in other people's shoes in order to feel what is going on with other people. This was really insensitive. No matter how you want to look at it, it is really insensitive. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot make a post like this and think that everybody will think it's okay. Judy Austin does not have any story to tell about anything, because she will not say that she didn't know that Yul Edochie was still legally, okay, traditionally and churchly and any otherly you can talk about, married to May Edochie, because he always talked about her. He always celebrated her. So there's no way, there's no excuse on that one. From the moment she started, being his side chick, and they started kicking it and they decided to go down without even using protection, she knew what she was doing. She had already set her target, and in her opinion, she will go as far as accomplishing her purpose and program that she has set out for. Okay, and coming out to act like you have a story to tell, you don't have any story to tell, and not even considering the man that you're married to, and saying, okay, you might not like the first wife, so you want to do what you want to do, but out of respect for the man, you just keep quiet and mourn with him, even if you don't want to, but keep quiet. If you want to post your regular post, promote your movies, you are an actress, talk about whatever you want to talk about, and that's it. and post whatever you want to post. But to post something like that, I feel it is really, really insensitive and it was absolutely unnecessary. Okay. I don't even want to spend much time analyzing this story because I think it's high time every blogger and everybody stop talking about this too. And I think it's really a disgrace because now it has gotten to a point where there are people that are even dragging you, Edochie's father, into this whole situation. Talking about his silence and all of that is kind of disturbing. I disagree with that opinion because the person in question is a full blown adult. Okay. So a father, a mother, family members cannot really intervene in what if a grown adult is doing. If it's a child that is under 18, you can say, okay, it is the responsibility of a parent to direct and tell them what to do. But once you're above 18, you are full blown adults. And this we're talking about someone that is you, Ledoche, is about 40 years old or even above. You cannot tell him, a married man with grown children that are even in the university and high school, his father cannot tell him what to do. So I totally disagree with people that says he should have said something. And if he has, how do we know that he has said something? First of all, we have to consider the fact that this man is not born in this generation where everybody is on social media clowning around, or, acting like Bobo the Fool. This man was born in a generation where they didn't even have social media. They didn't know what social media was or stuffs like that. So they are not people that come out to share, talk about whatever they want to talk about. Those are people when they were giving birth to and when they were growing up, talking about Sapete Doce, if there's any problem, it is being sorted by family. If it's bigger than that, then it's being taken to the members of the family, the immediate family. And if it's anything that the community, like the head, the chiefs, the king, and people like that need to be brought in, then that is exactly what they are going to do. But it is not something that he's going to take his phone or call his publicist and say, release this official statement for Sir Pete Doche. I have spoken to my son, Yule Doche. He didn't listen, and I spoke or whatnot. That's not what he's going to do. Whatever advice he has to give, he will give inside. He doesn't have to come out and speak and bring his family, whatever, outside for the whole public to start judging and have opinion, because his son has already done that already. Okay, his son has already embarrassed him enough outside, and I don't think he wants it to continue that way. First off, this is not the only son that man has. This is actually his last son, if I'm not mistaken. Yule Doche happens to be the youngest of all the sons of this man. So you don't expect him to come out and do something like this when other sons might be doing things that his action was or will also affect them. So people need to stop with that narrative that Sapete Doche being quiet is actually touching or disturbing, because I don't think so. Moving over to people supporting Judy and feeling like people are dragging Judy, people should leave Judy Austin alone. You cannot say you should leave someone, because if you don't want anybody to talk about you, you don't want anybody to talk about your situation, you have to keep your private matters private. Once you put your private matters in the public eyes, everybody has the right to talk about it, because now you've made a private stuff public. Nobody forced you, so you did it yourself, and you have to deal with the consequences and whatever comes with it. That being said, this is our first live stream and we're going to keep it as short as possible. Okay, we are going to be testing out more live streams and talking about more topics and all of that on this channel. But let me know if you come across this. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think? Do you think that what Judy Austin and Yule Doche did was right? Do you think Yule Doche should be cashing out with something as tragic as this that happened to him and his first wife, May Edochie? How, and also another question I want to put out there that I want people to respond to is, how do you think May will feel? Because at this point I don't think she's on social media yet, but once she's able to come back to social, because she is an influencer and she has a job to do, she has a family and kids to feed, so she will definitely come back after the mourning period of her son. She will. Do you think when she comes out and sees this post, she will be happy with her husband? Well, she's not divorced from him, so we still have to refer, although in her own words she said she does not support polygamy or whatnot, and she will not be numbered. It's against her religious belief and so on and so forth. But do you think when she sees this post, she will think it is okay what he just did? Now remember, few months ago, before this tragedy, Yule was busy posting a lot of posts and insinuating, hinting as if she had done something. That's why. So a lot of blogs and everybody was talking. And she made a post. And on that post, she had said that please, she was pleading with everybody like that is involved that they should please stop. And I believe she was mostly referring to him, but in most of her posts, she just would not say his name, that they should keep their private matters private, that they should not always bring every little thing to the public face, because that's what you kept doing. If a mosquito flies by in his family house, you will come out and talk about it. Okay, so she pleaded that they keep everything private. That was before, okay, months before the death of their son. And to think that after her plea, this happened, it is so terrible that she came out singing, and her own husband, like the second wife, came out, Judy Austin, singing, and then we're outside. So sorry for all the noise. So to think that after the whole plea that she pleaded that they should keep everything private, that Judy will even dress up, put on makeup, put on clothes, put on nice hair, everything on fleek, stand and do this type of Thanksgiving, it is uncalled for. Some people might want to argue that, oh, she just put to bed. She should have done this when she put to bed, because she has put to bed, I think, a month or at least some weeks before the death of this boy. So she should have sang this, I have a very big God. And also on that video, there's somewhere she said something along the lines of what was supposed to happen to her when she was supposed to get put to bed. We all know that when a lady is pregnant, putting to bed and all of that are stressful situations and are stuffs that, if you're not careful, some people can even lose their life, okay, in the process. So it's always good to thank God and be grateful that you're able to go through the 9 months of pregnancy, putting to bed and all of that. Okay, nobody is arguing that, but my point is, Judy Austin had all the few days after putting to bed. Some people even post that very day, okay, and all of that. So there's no excuse waiting up until the death of your husband's first child, okay, for you to come out and start singing, I have a very big God, okay? It is not necessary. Tita. All right, so like I was saying, I don't think this should have been done at all, because it is not necessary. But that being said, leave us a comment and let us know what you think in the comment section. Thank you so very much and have a nice day.